I'm here in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, in the Three Rivers Wildlife Management Area. I spent the night here last night. It's just a few hours north of Dallas, where I live, and it's a beautiful wildlife reserve for hunting, dispersed camping, and it's just beautiful. It's quiet. I'm really glad that it's the first time I've been here, so I came up here to check it out, and also came up here to shoot a few videos. And specifically, this video is about a piece of gear that I sell lots of, that's really popular, that people really like, but that I haven't had a chance to really talk about yet, and that's my Possibles pouches. I literally just did a video on this saw axe bag here, so if you want to check this guy out, check out that video that's also here on my channel. But I want to talk about these Possibles pouches. So let's just kind of get out of the way first, that as we all know, there are a million Possibles pouches out there, and some of them are really great, and they're made of different materials, different sizes, shapes. They're all different kinds. So well, let's talk about what make mine unique, or at least what I think makes them unique. So first of all, let's talk about the material. So this is made out of 15-ounce wax canvas, and so if you don't know what that means that it is a medium heavy wax canvas. It is the same canvas that I use on all my packs. It's the same canvas that's on this saw axe sling. It's on, if I use canvas, that's the canvas that I use. So that's got that on the outside, but then on the inside, there's also a lining of orange wax canvas, blaze orange wax canvas. This is a 6.5 ounce, so that means it's thinner lining. And so what's righteous about that is, so first of all, of course, it's crazy visible. So this is actually where I keep my electronics. Can you see that little inchworm? Little inchworm is right there in the camera. Hey guy, let's move somewhere else. So this is what where I keep my electronics, but my electronics are right now plugged into my phone. But it makes it really, really visible, right? So that's great. It makes it really easy to find stuff, to see the difference between a bunch of objects, and I'll show you what's in a couple of the other ones. But it also, because it's wax canvas as well, it is also really water resistant. It's not waterproof. Anybody that tells you that wax canvas is waterproof has not ever had a piece of wax canvas actually submerged, because it will eventually let water in. But it is very water resistant, and in fact I did a video on Instagram where I took one of these pouches and I put a piece of dry paper towel in it and submerged it in a bowl of water and then pulled it out, and the paper towel was perfectly dry. So it is very water resistant. So if you have, people use these a lot for their fire kits, for example. Sorry about the light. So anything, it's obviously electronics, anything that you want to keep well protected, it has 2 layers to do that. So I use these, so I've gone through a lot of different zippers. If you know anything about me, or even if you don't, you should know that I do a lot of trial and error. I try a lot of different materials until I find something that I think really works, and that works for a lot of different things. So these are YKK zippers. They are nylon, which means that they won't rust, that they're water resistant. They're really strong. I know not everybody likes zippers, but these work really well. They're very lightweight, and I literally, there are hundreds of YKK zipper colors, and I've spent weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks finding this exact color that goes perfectly with the sage tan and the field green. So they also, like a lot of other Possibles pouches, have leather pull tabs. Potentially the difference though is that these pull tabs, the handle and the tab on the side, are the same. So this is 3/4 ounce leather, and this is English bridle leather, which means that it is it's got wax and oil, and it's stuffed with all those materials, and it so I don't dye it. This comes dyed from the factory, so it's really it's strong, it's resistant, it looks great, and it matches the same leather that I use on all of my other gears. So if your thing is having stuff that goes together, it certainly is mine, or it's just kind of a nice icing on the cake. So that kind of goes, they all kind of go together. This particular pouch actually has orange thread, so I use orange thread on the inside to sew the lining in but every once in a while someone will get really creative, and so a customer requested a pouch that used the orange thread on the outside, and I actually have done this for a couple other people. But when I sewed this, I actually put the pouch in the wrong place, and it might not look like the wrong place to you, but it's actually supposed to be up a little bit higher. So I could not give this to that customer, so I kept this for myself. But they all have a patch. It's a leather patch, meandering maker patch. They come in 3 sizes. So the small is 3 inches by 2 inches by 5 inches. This is the medium, and it comes in 3 inches by 3 inches by 7 inches. And then the large, and this is actually an original generation, so this is not a model that you'll see. It's got the metal zipper. I did not have one of these to bring with me, believe it or not. But this is the dimensions of the large one. So the large one is 5 inches by 3 inches by 9 inches. So it's gigantic. And so what's great is people tend to buy these in sets. I certainly use them in sets. And what I really like about having a lot of different sizes is that you can do a lot of different things with them. So for example, my small one here, I keep just my headlamp and some extra batteries. That's all that I put in this pouch. And I can stuff this, in fact I do stuff this into the front pocket of my pack. I always like to know where my light is. It's really easy to get to. It squishes down just perfectly, even with the patch on it. Just so you know, that patch will kind of work its way into being really soft and squishy. It's really easy to grab, especially the sage tan. That's the sage tan color. Really easy to see, and perfect for just a small, so you don't have to feel bad about having one piece of kit in this because it's so small. It's perfect for that. So that's what I kind of do with my medium, or with my small, sorry. So the mediums, so people do all kinds of things with these. I've seen guys put wood carving tools in them, fish tackle, shotgun shells or cartridges are very common. I see a lot of people do that with these. I actually keep my larger electronics in here. So like my Goal Zero Flip 30, which is plugged into my phone as we speak, goes in here. My different cables and earbuds, and the directions to my Garmin Satcom device in case I need those. And again, I'm really confident putting all those things into one of these because I know that barring just being submerged into a body of water, they're going to be safe. Another really common use of these, and certainly what I do, is your fire kit. So this is truly my Possibles pouch. So in here I've got my Hudson Bay tin, and I've got some fire wool and a small little fire steel and just a couple of fire starting things, some extra Velcro. Is there anything it can't do? An extra buckle in case any of my Sea to Summit dry sacks get messed up, some tenacious tape, my handy knot book, the sweet Canadian fat wood that I harvested from some of the beautiful centuries-old pine trees in Algonquin Park, a couple lighters, some super glue. So anyway, so this is a perfect size for a good bunch of odds and ends. And what's great, again, is I think you can see, especially with the sun shining on it, is that because of the color, all of these different items are really easy to pick out one from the other. And it also is really good if you have a headlamp, right? It's really hard to find things at night. If you've got a headlamp and you're shining that into it, and the headlamps, especially LED headlamps, kind of wash everything out. So with this orange in the background, things are really easy to see. And then the large, so for mine, I keep tons of cordage. This is not tons of cordage, I've got it elsewhere, but I keep all my cordage, my tent stakes. So I like to keep these in here because they're obviously sharp, and I don't like them being out where they can poke through something. So I always keep those in here, and then a pair of work gloves. So this is big enough that you can stuff all kinds of good sized stuff in here. Again, this is a really original version, so this one doesn't have the orange lining, but every pouch, including the large ones that I make, do have the orange lining. So if you order one of these, it will have the orange lining. When people order a pack, a lot of times they will they'll order some of these, or they will order some of these sort of right after they place the pack order, because they really do go really, really well together. And it's really nice to have a bunch of gear from the same line, so you know it's got all the same materials, all the same quality, and it absolutely does. So these are available on my website, meanderingmakeroutdoor.com. Again, available in small, medium, and large. The small ones are currently $15 US, the medium ones are $25 US, and the large ones are $30 US. So I would highly recommend having a few of these for your kit. If you're ordering a pouch or a pack from me, definitely add some of these as part of your kit because they go really well. Oh, and one additional thing that I'll throw out is that what I see people do a lot, it's kind of a no-brainer I guess, but they will attach to the, especially the small ones, attach these to the outside of a pack using a carabiner. I saw one of my customers recently do that with his medium pouch for some shotgun shells. So lots of different options. These are great. These come in all the same color combinations as all other Meandering Maker gear, as you can see. So this one is in sage tan with chocolate leather. This one does have the orange thread. It's not something I normally do, but it does look pretty cool. So if it's something you're interested in, let me know. But otherwise, it's just kind of usually plain old the brown thread that I normally use. So sage tan with chocolate leather. This one is sage tan with brown leather. This is this is October 2018. This is probably the new brown that I'm going to go with. I've been previously going with a brown color that was a little bit darker and kind of hard to tell the difference between that and chocolate. So this is a beautiful sort of medium chestnut brown. So this is probably the brown I'm going to start using. I think it looks really, really nice. And then the old, everybody's favorite field green, and that's what this bag is made out of. In fact, this has got field green and then the brown leather. So all kinds of great combinations to mix and match. Some people will order these and have everything matched, so their saw bag and their pack and their hospital's pouch. Some guys like to mix it up. So whatever you want, I can do it. But I highly, highly, highly recommend these. They're a great piece of gear. And you will get a lifetime of use out of all my gear, but you will get endless use out of these. So highly recommend. Meandering Maker Possibles pouches, available at meanderingmakeroutdoor.com. You can find me on Instagram as Meandering Maker, where I talk about and review and show pictures and demos of all my gear all the time. Obviously here on YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and comment if that's your thing. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can hit me up on Instagram, or you can find my email on my YouTube profile or my Instagram profile. I'm easy to get a hold of. So yeah, so I hope you like them. I certainly like them. And that's a terrible way to end this video. It's really hard to know how to end videos, so I'm just going to go ahead and end this video. Thanks for watching.